Overpowered characters are boring. Wait, before you exit this video, this is not a hate video. This is just me explaining my perspective about OP characters. Overall, it is just a matter of preference. I don't mean that people who loves OP characters are inferior in any way, shape, or form. Just a preference exploration, if you may. So I released a video about Saitama, and Saitama so far is an OP character done right for my taste. Because overall, the anime is comedy, and the rule of comedy is it doesn't have any rules. I'm not saying that art have rules, but as far as I know, there are strict guidelines to follow to create a good story. And to be honest, I don't really know much about it. I just mostly write by instinct. So there are a lot of ways to write a story, and I am not a literary expert, but I am a huge fan of storytelling as an art form. And I'm gonna list the character type that is relevant to the topic. That would be the OP character and the struggling character. To answer the question, it is simply because OP characters are unrelatable. The OP character starts with a lot of wisdom, knowledge, and power, and mostly the type of story with an OP character is mystery and suspense. Like he's hiding his power, like Superman. Part of his struggle is hiding his identity. Also, a scenario where an OP character changing the lives of the people he or she meets, kind of theme. Also, an OP character dealing with circumstances and he or she easily overcomes it simply because the enemy underestimates him or her, and lots of other scenarios. As an example, I stopped watching the anime regular or Magic High because I find it boring, and this illustration is actually the main character. I decided to draw it in my own style. Yeah, please no hate. We all have different preferences. And yeah, there's a slight entertainment at the fact that people around him are underestimating him. I know it's just fiction, but I have to say that it's just too fiction. What I mean by that is a story is not objectively real, but it is subjectively real. As a human being, it is in our blood to love stories because we need it. We need to hear that the hero killed the dragon and saved the princess. Even though intellectually we know that it's just fiction, but something happens inside us unconsciously. We are inspired automatically, like we can do anything. Because what happens when we watch a film is we project ourselves as the character, and the projection will be deep when the character has flaws like us. And despite the flaws, the character overcomes his or her dilemma. It sends us a message that we too can overcome whatever challenge life throw at us despite being a flawed person. When I was young, I loved OP characters because I love the easy life that the character have. Like he's already strong and all, there's no need to struggle. There's no challenge. The only entertaining part of it is when enemies underestimate him. But as I grow old, I had my lot of suffering. I now love characters that suffers because I find it comforting and inspiring. And for me as a writer, everything I create is me. I cannot create something outside myself. When my character suffers, it is me expressing my suffering. That is why when I read a book where the character suffers immensely, I know behind the words it is an artist wanting to comfort another being, as if hugging their readers with their words, and telling the readers that they can do it too. They can overcome whatever challenge they're currently facing. Yeah, that's my explanation of my preference. No hate intended. I would be glad to know your preference too, so tell me about it. Thanks for sticking by this far, and if you like this kind of content, just click the subscribe button. And lastly, I am creating a webcomic. The title is Land of the Gods. The genre is fantasy, action, romance, and it is mainly about the cursed crown prince fighting the curse. His existence is basically a curse. As he grows old, he will slowly lose himself and be a channel of the god of darkness. The air smells bloody chaos as kings battles for the seat of the emperor. And so if you're interested, check it out. The link is on the comment section. Yeah, that is all for me. Hope you have a good day ahead, or night, or good life in general. Yeah, see you when I see you. Bye.